I wish you all a good day. Welcome to Home Tutor. This is your personal teacher, Nipanipin. In part 5, we are again discussing the topic the outbreak of the French Revolution. I have already told you that I'll be dividing this topic into two. So, this is the second subtopic of the outbreak of the revolution, that is, impact and result, that we'll be going to study in chapter 1, the French Revolution. So, let's go to the topic. While the National Assembly was busy at Versailles drafting a constitution, the rest of France seethed with turmoil. A severe winter had meant a bad harvest, the price of bread rose, often bakers exploited the situation and hoarded supplies. After spending hours in the long queues at the bakery, crowds of angry women stormed into the shops. At the same time, the king ordered troops to move into France. On 14th July, the agitated crowd stormed and destroyed the Bastille. The members of the National Assembly was busy in drafting a constitution for France at Versailles. On the contrary, the other part of France, except Versailles, was seethed with turmoil. So, what is seethed with turmoil? We can say that seethed means burning or angry or violent like a storm. Then turmoil means to revolt or to protest. So seethed with turmoil means that the people were burning with anger on many reasons, on many problems that they faced during this time in France, and they started to revolt against the monarch. Again, a severe winter, that is extreme cold, dry climate, is known as winter. This winter also resulted in bad harvest, crop production, and the price of the bread, which was their routine food, rose. Most often, the bakers exploited or take charge of the situation and hoarded supplies. Hoarded supplies means black marketing. That is, after knowing the situation, the bakers halted the supplies to sell it for a better profit. Meanwhile, the women stormed or rushed into the bakery shop after waiting for a long time in the queue and gathered or looted what they wanted. Another initiation that made the common people anxious was the movement of the army or king's troop to Paris, which was ordered by the king, and finally on 14th July the revolutionaries stormed the fortress prison and destroyed Bastille, which was a state prison. In the countryside, rumors spread that village to village that the lord of the manor had hired bands of brigands who were on their way to destroy the ripe crops. Caught in a frenzy of fear, peasants in several districts seized hoes and pitchforks and attacked chateaux. They looted hoarded grains and burned down documents containing records of manorial dues. A large number of nobles fled from their homes, many of them migrating to neighboring countries. The subjects of France is now in a state of alarm. At this time, a rumor spread in the village areas, that is countrysides, that the lords of manor have rendered bands of brigands. So, who are manors, or what is a manor? A manor is an estate consisting of its lord, that is the manor or feudal lord. A manor consists of a lord, then the lord's land, the master's land, and the master's mansion or chateaux. So the rumor is that the manor has rented bands of brigands to destroy the ripe crops. What do you mean by bands of brigands? They are a group of robbers who loots wealth and destroy the remaining, even may kill people. Now the people face a situation of fear. What? Okay, here we have come across with a new word, that is frenzy of fear. It means the people experience a violent or mental excitement regarding the rumor of brigands. So they grabbed all the weapons they can get, like horse. Horse means spade. Then pitchforks. You can. These are all tools that are used for by farmers, which looks like a fork while engaging in dressing the grounds. Then finally, they attacked shuttocks using all these weapons. What is shuttocks? They are castle or state, that is a big, huge residence belonging to a king or a nobleman, a huge house. So the peasant looked, that is, the peasants looted hoarded grains, that is, the excess grain stored in the shuttocks, and burned the documents that contains manorial dues. Manorial dues are debts payable to the feudal lord by the peasants. So, due to all these issues, lot of nobles alienated their homes and migrated to nearest countries. So in figure 6, you can see that how the bands of peasants spread from one point to another during the Great Fear. We can call this situation as Great Fear. In this picture is not clear for you in this video, but it is quite clear in your textbooks. Please refer that. And in that we can see the shaded area. These areas are free from this Great Fear, and the circle portion with a dot, this is the area from where the panic or the Great Fear have started. This is the origin of Great Fear. This is the epicenter of Great Fear, and from this place different it spread to different places. And you can see the arrow that shows it, the Great Fear has spread to all these areas. So figure 6 means the spread of the Great Fear. Faced with the power of his revolting subjects, Louis XVI finally accorded recognition to the National Assembly and accepted the principle that his powers would from now on be checked by a constitution. On the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree abolishing the feudal system of obligations and taxes. Members of the clergy, too, were forced to give up their privileges. Tithes were abolished and lands owned by the church were confiscated. As a result, the government acquired assets worth at least 2 billion livres. Now, Louis XVI understood that the protest was strong from the side of the revolting subjects, and finally he recognized National Assembly and accepted that his power is now subject to the Constitution. His power is under the Constitution, that is the law of the land, and he should abide by the National Assembly. Finally, this resulted that France become a constitutional monarch. On the night of 4th August 1789, the National Assembly passed a decree, that is a law, abolishing feudal obligations and taxes of the peasants. Members of clergy, the high class people, also were asked to give up their privileges. Tithes means the tax given to the church, was also abolished and seized the land owned by the church. The power of the church declined and the power of the government went up. As a result, the government acquired assets worth more than 2 billion livres. Now we have concluded the topic, the outbreak of French Revolution, with the help of two parts. And please kindly go through the other parts also for the continuation. And next topic we'll be discussing about some important dates. So please don't forget to watch the videos. Continuation of this chapter will be on next video. And please watch, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.